the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You are, aren't you? You've got us feeling all right. Pretty good crowd for a Sunday, and the manager, he gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar, hand the bread in my jar, and say, "Man, what are you doing here?" La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Good evening. Nice to see you all here. Clap, 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 clap. The crow go wild and fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Oh yeah. In other words, darling, kiss me. Come on and fill my life with song, and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Oh, in other words, I love you. Love you. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, what a great thing to be back on Sunday. And this one for those guys in the Isle of Wight, the Wilkies, who've been tuning in for years. And it goes like this. Old Man River, that old man river, he must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, keeps on rolling along. Plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton. The man that plants them not know that Old Man River just keeps rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, body all aching and rags of pain. Tote that barge, lift that pail. You get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and I'm scared of dying. Oh, an Old Man River, he just keeps rolling along. Just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling along. Right. Is it Bravo? Are you enjoying it out there? Are you? Yeah. Are you? Yes. Good. Great.
They are absolutely loving it, JV. Absolutely loving it. But I have to tell you,
What?
the most comments are coming in
Yeah.
about the jacket tonight. Forget the singing.
Oh,
forget the
you
piano
know what? And can you look? I shaved. I had a haircut. When I say a haircut, I mean that one. That haircut exactly there. And can I tell you something else I've discovered this week in my quest for new experiences? I told you last week I tried Chanel. This week, can I just point to you? Red Door.
Oi!
Red Door by Elizabeth Arden. I'm smelling like my wife. It's kind of odd. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I spray it on and I think, oh, Red Door. You can get it at your Boots. No, you can't get it at Boots, can you? That's the thing. We can't go out. Hey, how are you all doing? It's been another week of fun and frolics, isn't it? And news and stuff. And we're here to... Oh, I thought I'd read this one. I thought this was quite good. This was sent to me by one of the guests we're going to have tonight. And it says, everybody makes fun of the bald guy until the barbershops close and we're the only ones who know how to cut our own hair. Because Suze is looking like she's got a mane. I mean, it's now been 6 weeks since she's had it cut. And I tell you, she's falling over it. It makes me laugh. Anyway, the other little one I've got to read because Sue didn't want me to read it, so of course I want to read it. And it's from let me just see, Steve. No, John Bathgate. Didn't know it was. Tell you who it's from. It was Peter Martin, and he wrote to me. And he said he was written the other day. Somebody wrote to him and said, you know, when you're sitting on the loo, then suddenly you realise there's no toilet paper, so you have to get up and do that waddle to get a new one. You've all done it. Don't get all, oh, JV, you're so disgusting, right? You know that waddle to get a new one. Well, he said, I'm nearly at Tesco's now.
Oh.
So anyway, there we go. And I'm going to sing a song. Going to sing lots of songs tonight, as usual. Now that was for Howard, Fly Me to the Moon, a bit of Piano Man for Howard in the Isle of Wight, as well as what's the other one? Oh yes, Fly Me to the Moon. And Old Man River, which is an old stable of mine, this one. Now this one is for Tracy and Dave. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide I don't have much money. Boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. Oh, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Well, I sat on the roof, I kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for forgetting, but these things I do, well, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is a song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. A little bit of Elton John for you there. Do people like that one? Just clap, clap, clap. Yes, oh, clap, clap, clap. Great, thank you very much, Sue. I don't know you're there unless Sue claps, you see. Now, I'm going to do a song. As you know, just have a little sip of water. Hold on. Sue's giving me a glass, but hey.
Oh.
So, we're doing lots of dedications. As you know, this is an evening where we mix secular and sacred, and we do lots of different things. We've got people watching from all over the world. What have we got, Sue? Tell us, what have we got so far?
At the moment, we've got people from Sweden,
yes,
Norway, Channel Islands, and Scotland.
And Scotland. Well, I know for a fact, I'm going to sing a song for Denise and Marty. And Marty is in Pretoria right now, watching in South Africa. We've got people watching in all across the West Indies. We've got people watching in Canada and America. And been writing week after week, and it's been lovely to see you. If not on it live, then you come and watch it just directly afterwards. And this one is for Marty and Denise, Heather, and this one in particular, and you know who you are there, it's in memory of a lovely lady that I got to know in northwest London, and her name was Elsie. And she's not with us anymore, but it's in her memory, and this was one of the songs that they wanted. And this is from, I'm trying to do this, we've got this on the new album, and it's an old song that you would have sung when you were at school and all that kind of thing, but a slightly different version. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, a pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Oh, make me a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, let me bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. Where there's sadness, ever joy. Oh, Master, grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, in giving to all men that we receive, and in dying that we are born to eternal life. Oh, Master, grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your pardon, Lord. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. 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 There we go. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was a blast from the past, and it's a beautiful version on the album with a really lovely trio, bass and guitar and mandolin, all the rest of it. Now, this one, it's lovely to get to know neighbours, isn't it? And this is the one thing that this clapper on Thursday evenings, 8 o'clock, out we go. Sue, what she does, and it might be an idea, I've said it before, what she does is she bakes. If you've got some flour, if you can get some flour, she bakes for the neighbours. And we just take out, gluten-free. Gluten-free brownies. And some shortbread this week, actually. She's adding to it each week. So, and now what we've done is we've stretched out the amount of people that we're giving to. So it's wonderful. This one is for Claire and Marcus in our street. So I don't apologise for doing that. This one is one of those songs which was a soundtrack to the 70s, a pop song. Here we go. She wanted the rock version. Hey, but look at me, I'm a soul guy. And you can, yeah. I want loads of telephones waving in the air. Don't light anything. Just the telephones will be fine. You can wave your televisions in the air. Everything. All right. I think you might know this one. No, I can't forget this evening, or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. No, I can't forget tomorrow, when I think of all my sorrows, when I had you there, but then I let you go. Now it's only fair that I should let you know what you should know. All right, join the chorus now. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. Oh. Well, I can't forget this evening, or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. You always smile, but in your eyes your sorrow shows. Yes, it shows. All together now, here we go. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live, I can't give anymore. I can never work out an ending to that one. It was a fader, you know, one of those. Did they like that one? Are they going, oh yeah, are you all singing that? I sang that one for John Dick, okay, because I know that he loves that kind of song. Big and ballady, that's what we like. What's the time, Sue?
It is
10 to 9. 8 minutes, right. This one. I like to do this. I've got 2 songs to sing before I go to see my first guest. And this one is for Bill and Jackie. You know who you are. And Bill and Pauline. Now, Bill and Pauline, who've been down here in Guildford since 1976, and they've been married for so many years that I can't remember. And 1976, I was only literally 1 year old then. Yeah, right. All right, okay, here we go. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when trouble comes and my heart burdened be, then I am still and waiting in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I'm filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. A much truncated version, and that was for Jackie and Ruth as well. Is it Jackie? Kathy and Ruth, sorry, Kathy and Ruth. Now this song I want to do because we had some guests last week from Jerusalem, live from Jerusalem, from the Garden Tomb, where we believe Jesus was. That's where he came when he was resurrected. That's where he first appeared. That's where he came out from, and. We talked to them, and we don't know the daughter very well, and she wrote in afterwards and said, could you sing this special song for them? And it's a song that means a lot to them. It's a song I recorded on my first Hymns Project album, and this one has gone very big, and people love it, and it went on Songs of Praise and everything else like that. And a lot of people, I've got Anne and Simon particularly, and their daughter Emma, and Paul the son, and Nigel, Pip and John, and Jane Goodson. Anybody else want that one? I think that's about it. If anybody else wants it, I'll sing it for them as well. But here we go, and it goes like this. Oh, love that will not let me go, I rest my weary soul in thee. I give thee back the life I owe, that in thine ocean depths its flow may reach a fuller be, may reach a fuller be. Oh, light that follows all my way, I yield my flickering torch to thee. My heart restores its borrowed ray, that in thy sunshine's blaze this day may brighter, fairer be, may brighter, fairer be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. Oh, joy that seekest me through pain, I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbow through the rain, and feel the promise is not vain, that morn shall tearless be, that morn shall tearless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. O cross that liftest up my head, I dare not ask to fly from thee. I lay in dust life's glory dead, and from the ground there blossoms red life that shall endless be, life that shall endless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. There you go. How about that? Sue, come over to the camera. Just a quick one. Because people, you see, they say the Steinway room. Why is it the Steinway room? The camera. Yeah, don't fiddle around now. Come on, here I am up here now. Okay, I'm up here. So this is my room. This is the Steinway. I'll come back to that. Now you notice over here. Look, see that one there. People
did ask about that.
Now people were asking what this picture is. Now this was done by a beautiful lady called Zoe Matchett. She's 7 or 8 years old at the time, and she was doing a JV in the style of Picasso. Now, I want you to narrow in there, Sue, and you see the detail that she's got: the bald head, the triangular nose, one eyebrow. Okay, I want you to notice one eyebrow, and Jonathan Veira. However, unlike most of you, she spelt it right. Well, that's Zoe Matchett. That's me. You can't apparently see that. Zoom in here. Look, this is a bit of ego. This one, it says thorns in the straw. And see what it says? Number one. What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Number one.
Absolutely. My only ever number one. Christmas number one on the iTunes charts. Over here, can you see that, Sue? That was me doing Falstaff in the theatre in Norway, in the Royal Opera Theatre in there. And that stomach is not real.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying it's not real, okay? Right. Now, this Steinway. Look, I don't know whether you can say. I'm just going to watch it. I don't set myself as light here. But come here. It says Steinway and Sons, right? Overstrung scale, patent 1859, December 20th, 1859. It's that specific. And then May the 20th, 1872. Now, I had a friend who actually, bless her, she phoned me, Judy Graydon. I don't know whether she's watching this now. But she phoned me and she said, John, are you interested in the piano? I said, no, I can't. I said, I've already got a Bechstein in the East Wing. I can't possibly do, I'm not going to do it. So, and I'm sorry, I'm just joking. It's in the West Wing. Why would I put it in the East Wing? Anyway, I said, no, can't do it. I can't think of it. Sue will kill me. So we just kind of had this conversation that went all over the place. And eventually I just said, end of the conversation, I just said, just a matter of interest, before she was going, I said, so what is the piano you're getting rid of? Because her mother was a piano teacher. She said, oh, it's a Steinway. I said, what? She said, 6'2", mahogany, Rosewood, belonged to Lord de Rothschild in his Kensington home. And I've got the provenance, the history to prove it. I said, how much do you want for it? And she said, nothing. I just want you to have it for the rest of your life. I took the piano, okay, and I shoved Sue out of this room. This was her study, as you remember. It was your office. And it's been in here, and it was moved by, and I've just got to tell you this before I get to our special guest. It was moved by the company. Do you remember seeing a girl, it was on the news, and she was a pianist, and she was moving a very famous piano, a Bösendorfer, right? And it was her special pride and joy, worth about £40,000. And there were piano movers, and they were moving it, and it slipped off the back of the truck. And she had camera. I don't know what she was doing. She was, taking pictures of it going through. And she clicked and clicked the whole thing as it literally fell into matchwood. It was destroyed. She couldn't use it again. And when I was thinking about getting this piano moved, I thought, actually, who am I going to get? I'm going to ask them. And the reason being, they're not going to drop two in the same year, are they? So they all came, and they told me the whole story. And now sits here, and you can't see it, but it says Steinway and Sons just here. And it's 1889, but it's a beautiful thing, and I get to play it. You don't own a piano like this, you pass it on. And I know my 3 children are all coming round with little yellow stickers just claiming which one is theirs. Now, what time is it? It's time. It's time for Peter. Look, bang on, I'm 5 minutes late. So I'm just going to phone now. Now, I just need to tell you as I'm speaking now, that's the one. I think that was the one. Recents, there we go. And I'm bringing him now. He's a great friend from about 40 years, isn't he? You've known him for 40 odd years. And 50 years, more like 50 years. Well, Sue's very old. I mean, I just wanted to show you that this is 139 years old and she's 62. This is looking, I don't know, Sue, I'm just saying, it's looking great, a lot better. Now, Pete, are you there? Are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. Well, welcome to the show. And have you been listening?
Thank you. I've been listening, loving it. I love it.
Yeah, you're.
Particularly love Can't Live.
I can't live. Oh, were you waving your phones in the air?
I was waving. I had a lighter out. The whole thing.
You don't even smoke. It's great, isn't it? Pete, we've known each other for many, many years. It's a friendship that has sustained so many different changes. You were in business for so many years with British Airways, very high up in British Airways. You left. You went to Switzerland to work for a charity, and then from Switzerland you moved back here into England, and you've become CEO of something called Prison Fellowship. Pete, tell us what that's about.
It's a great charity. Charity that works in the 120 prisons that we have in England and Wales.
Yeah.
We have amazing volunteers. A couple of the ones this evening. Say hi to them.
How many have you got?
We've got about 3,000 volunteers.
3,000 volunteers?
3,000 amazing guys, and they work right across the country in all of the 120 prisons we've got. They go into prison, they run amazing victim awareness, restorative justice programs.
Well, before you talk about that, just at the moment, what do you spend your time doing? Going into prisons, seeing across the country?
So I travel about the country about half the time, go to see our groups and go into prison and see what they're doing, talk to chaplains, talk to prison governors about how we can support people who are in prison.
Brilliant, brilliant. And actually, what's it like at the moment in there, given coronavirus as it is?
Yeah, not fun at the moment. No visitors are allowed in, so we're
nobody.
At the moment.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody. No visitors at all are allowed into the prison because half the prisons at the moment have got COVID.
Half of them?
Half of them, yeah. So you can imagine in such a tight space, it's the sort of place where it really easily spreads. So it's a tough place to be. I mean, prisons aren't fun, despite what you might read in some of the papers that are out there. They're not fun at the best of times.
And so actually, what do you put... I'm going to come to a few things that you actually do specifically, but what do you do, just in a sentence, what do you do, what do you exist to do? What's your purpose in Prison Fellowship?
We exist to give hope to those people in prison, to come alongside them and to express some love to people who most of society would rather just goes away and doesn't come back.
Okay, thank you. It's not a sexy ministry, is it? It's not a sexy thing
really
to do.
No, never been very sexy.
And people don't want to know. They go, well, they've done it. Serves them right. They shouldn't have done it. And so off they go. And yet what you're doing, I know we work with you in concerts across the country to raise awareness, because actually that's part of what we as people do, and we as Christians we do. But I'm going to sing a song actually that often I do in these concerts that when we do work for you. And it's an old song by Carole King. Stay on the line there, Pete, and here we go. And it's going like this. When you're down and troubled, and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, sing it with me, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running see you again. Sing it with me on the mic, so come on. Join with me, yeah, go on. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon I'll be knocking at your door. Let's sing it together now, come on. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? When people can be so cold, they'll hurt you and desert you and take your soul if you let them. But don't you let them. Come on, Pete, you sing it with us. You ready? You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Oh, darling, you've got a friend. Oh, darling, you've got a friend. My darling, you've got a friend. And actually, Pete, in my experience of when we used to visit prisons together way back in about 37 years ago, when Sue and I, before we actually fell in love, in fact, I think she fell in love with me in a prison in Felton Borstal, I think it was. Wasn't that right, love?
Can I just point out that he was not in the prison? He was visiting the prison
right.
with Peter and I.
Yeah, but you said about that I looked so different then. Our kids are always look at our photograph, don't they? And they go, "Mummy, who was that man you married before Daddy?" Just a little bit. Anyway, Pete, going back to you. They need a friend. Is that part of what you do?
I think, to be honest, it's probably the biggest part of what we do. You know, we run programs, we do all kinds of things, but actually coming in and seeing someone who's, made mistakes, has done some bad stuff, but actually say, you know what, you're a person, I see you as an image of God, and I see you as a person like me. And actually coming alongside them and spending some time with them is often something they've not experienced. And it, so... What's the
profile? What's the profile of the people that go? I mean, just in a sense, what is the profile of the people that go in a mix?
It's interesting. You know, you talk earlier about, you know, people don't love these guys. Well, you know, half of them have no qualifications. A third have a mental or physical disability. 40% will have observed violence in the home. You're talking about people that in themselves are very vulnerable. And they've done bad stuff, but actually they themselves often have not had an easy life. No. And... you know, we believe they're not beyond hope.
No. And actually, you are. I've seen this in very close action. We went to Coldingley Prison with you to see one. Just in closing, just a few of the programs we can help and support, because we're going to give some money to you tonight as people give on this. And it's a great thing, you see, to look outwards. That's what we're trying to do in these as well. Not just to look inwards, but to look outwards and see how we can be of service to other people. And this is something that they can help with sitting at home. So tell us about those programs.
We do secure letter writing. We provide presents for the children of prisoners. Perhaps our biggest program is a restorative justice program, which brings prisoners face to face with people who've been harmed through crime.
Yes.
And it has an amazing impact on them.
It does.
Really, really helps them turn their lives around.
And what about Christmas? You do something?
At Christmas, yeah, we do a present program, and we enable people in prison to give a gift to their child, written with a note in their handwriting, a gift that they've chosen. They never know, the child never knows that we've been involved, and it allows them the doorstep. And we've had people who've just kept that present for their whole life because it came from mum and dad in prison. And it was something very special that they wouldn't have been able to do were it not for the generosity of people who help and support prison fellowship.
And so that's what we can help. That's what money will go towards, to helping that very, very worthy cause. Pete, you've been fantastic appearing today. Thank you. I'm sorry it's so crammed into such a short time, but we know people out there are caring people. You don't have to be a Christian to care, as we find. You can be a caring person and look after people, as we know, right down our street, and it's just lovely. Actually, this does come from a Christian base, but you're so open and about so many people and the way that people are. There's no kind of forcing people into faith, and it's a great work that I see going on there. Thanks, Pete. You're a blessing as always to me, and a great friend to us, and a great friend to many thousands of prisoners. So thank you for what you do.
Bless you, mate. Great evening. Okay. Speak to you soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Song I always sing at the end of an interview, and it's a song that last one actually was for a lot of people. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, Fee Davis, a very old friend of the family. Fee Davis, in fact, whose husband, she's now widowed, but it's set up prison visiting, and that's where we started 37 years ago, prison visiting. Lisa Ashton and Winnie Mabasso, girls in South Africa. Kathy Robertson, Sue, Steve, Jane Goodson, Deborah, and Jeff. You all know who you are. And this one, God of the Moon and Stars, and this is for Eddie, Marion, Rob, and Martin, my brother-in-law. God of the moon and stars, God of the near and far, God of the fragile hearts we are, I come to you. God of our history, God of the future that will be, what will you make of me? I come to you. God of the meek and mild, God of the reckless and the wild, God of the unreconciled, I come to you. God of our life and death, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, I come to you. God of the rich and poor, God of the princess and the whore, God of the ever open door, I come to you. God of the unborn child, God of the pure and undefiled, God of the outcast and reviled, I come to you. God of the war and peace, God of the junkie and the priest, God of the greatest and the least, I come to you. God of the refugee, God of the prisoner and the free, God of my doubt and certainty, I come to you. God of our joy and grief, God of the lawyer and the thief, God of our faith and unbelief, I come to you. God of the wounds we bear, God of the deepest dreams we share, God of our unspoken prayer, I come to you. God of a world that's lost, God of the lonely, lonely cross, God who has come to us, we come to you. Now, Sue, come over here. Sit down next to me a minute. Yeah. Tell us about what's going on with the. You got anything that's just shot? Oh, forgot to turn. Come on then.
Oh, you do that.
No.
No, do that while I can work out the camera bit.
Oh, we'll work out the camera bit then.
Just turn it round a bit.
Here we go. Just turn it round a bit for that. See that there? Now look. This, just for your indulgence here. This is called Zippy. Now it's a tortoise.
Zippy the green tortoise.
Zippy, okay? Jade has made this. Jade, one of my students, has made this for me, and she posted it in a box marked fragile. There's more plastic in that box that would have sunk. I tell you, it will last until the next century.
He had to arrive safely.
He had to arrive safely.
Tortoises are very fragile.
So there is. So he's the first of many gifts that I just know you're going to just want to be sending to me. Little animals. Don't send old underpants and socks. I don't want them, okay? Not interested. But there you are. Thank you, Jade, for that. That's the first in 3 weeks. The first gift. Like that. Sit there. Okay. So, what have we got?
Well, people are loving the songs, and who can blame them? They are stunning, and people are enjoying
You're quite
the singing.
right. I am absolutely
they're singing
stunning.
along.
Yeah,
For many people, this is the highlight of their day.
Is it?
The highlight of their
You should
week.
get out more. All of you should get out more. Oh, no, you can't get out. No, that's... We were trying to think of songs about that, weren't we? About social distancing. Don't stand, don't stand, don't stand so close to me. If you can think of any others, send them in quickly. Come on, I want to see them quickly, and Sue will read them out, okay? So loads of pop songs that you can think of that. What was the other one I thought of? I can't... Was it another... Oh, I can't remember now. Didn't write it down.
Sound of Silence.
Oh, The Sound of Silence. The Sound of Silence. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. That one. Not like that, though. That was Marcus who wanted that one. Go on.
Yes, people are singing along, which is lovely. They're enjoying it very much. There's a lot of support for me out there, and I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
What do you mean, a lot of support? You're just sitting there with a microphone.
And actually, you're being very rude to me, and people are being very supportive, so thank you very much. There was a very funny post from Karen earlier on Facebook about the fact that she's a bit worried about her sort of married friends, because no longer are they saying things like, "Bless him, I'm so grateful that I'm married to him." Actually, that being in...
When has that changed? I mean, when did that suddenly change?
Being in close proximity. Can I just say, seriously though, there was a lovely post from a lady called Dot, who is in a nursing home. And she's absolutely loving it. So hello, Dot.
Dot, nice to see you, my darling. How are you? And give my love to all those in the nursing home who are watching it with you. Get them all watching. Every week, tune in.
Can I also say that you can watch this again and again and again, should you wish to.
Yeah.
And should you wish to pass it on to your friends, you can just copy the link and send it to your friends. Even if they don't have Facebook, you can send it as an email to them and they can watch it. So no one need miss out.
So no other text, no other, nothing.
Just awesome, loving it.
Awesome,
lots
lovely.
of clappy hands.
Oh, clappy hands. All right. So you've got lots of words to say. You can give more than that, but this one actually. Who was this one for? Oh yes, Claire Boucher, who's recovering. Claire, you're recovering from this nasty, this horrible thing that's gone on, the virus, and it's been awful. And you're recovering from post-viral fatigue. Mark and Sally, our good friends Mark and Sally. We send love out to you. As also, the people. Do you remember from the first one? We prayed for Rob. Rob was in hospital, And then the following week, his wife was taken in and induced coma with the COVID. They are now sitting at home together watching this. Isn't that wonderful? It's just a marvellous thing. So thank you for all your... And continue, just send up some hearts, loads of hearts and love to them. And we send particular thoughts out now to people who are, in very difficult situations. This one is for them. It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. That's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. Oh, I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I got it here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it, that I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Everything I wish I could be. Oh, I can fly higher than the eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. I used to always sing that for you. Do you remember I used to sing that? And we recorded that back in about 4 years ago in Nashville. We went and did an album out there called It Is Well. And another song in this kind of vein that we recorded, I think, what was the other album? Pilgrim. And this one is for Lisa, up in London right now, Lisa Graham. And you asked for this one, Your Hero. And I recorded this one, and I love this song. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Oh, the morning sun in all its glory, reach the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, you can make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. Oh, there's a love that's divine, it's yours, mine. Oh, to the one? Or have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. For Lisa and Phil up in London, looking over the eye, I think it is, isn't it? No, what's the O2, the O2 Arena. So we bless you up there. Now, I want one song before I get on to another special guest that I have on here, and this one is it's an old Christian song, the older Christian song, and I don't know what else to say apart from it's one that became one of the most favourite of all the songs and songs of praise, apparently. We recorded it on our last Hymns Project album, and it was it's a favourite of a few people that have just posted, and one of them is Kieran Doran, who actually used this a lot and said how much it moved him when he first had this recording. Be still for the presence of the Lord, the Holy One is here. Come bow before Him now with reverence and fear. In Him no sin is found. We stand on holy ground. Be still for the presence of the Lord, the Holy One is here. Be still, for the glory of the Lord is shining all around. He burns with holy fire, with splendor He is crowned. How awesome is the sight, the radiant King of light. Be still, for the glory of the Lord is shining all around. Be still, for the power of the Lord is moving in this place. He comes to cleanse and heal, to minister His grace. No work too hard for Him. In faith receive from Him. Be still, for the power of the Lord is moving in this place. And that was also for David Airy, who loved that tune. I remember the first time he said it. Now, I've got another phone call to make, and here it goes. And it's now all the way up to wee bonny Scotland. Hopefully, we'll get you here. And the names are Liz and John. Now, it must be said that they are very old friends of mine. Hello, is that you, John, calling from Scotland?
Is that Chris Tarrant?
Oh, that's funny. You've been preparing that one, John, haven't you? Aye, you have, Johnny. Well,
Johnny, it's a pleasure to be on your show, because I remember 20 years ago you called into my radio show.
That's true. You had a radio show up in Scotland, didn't you? You did.
And somehow the cheque didn't get in the post, so this is the quid pro quo.
It's reciprocal. I spent years with you and Liz, your lovely wife, and the two children, Neil and Debbie. And when they were growing up, I learnt words like minging. It's totally minging, John. No, that's right. I remember actually up at your house, up at Motherwell, because I was working at Scottish Opera. And do you remember the time when my car, you lived on a roundabout, almost like a mini roundabout, and my car was dragged around about half a mile down the road by a truck who'd come around there, and he clipped onto my bumper and dragged the car all the way down the bottom of the road. I chased him in my pyjamas, and then he denied that. He said, no, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. Don't look at me. It's not mine. It's not mine. I didn't do it. I don't know why the crankies were there, I have to say as well. That's fine. So, anyway, enough about this. I phoned you, John and Liz, because we had Pete on. He's a CEO of a company, that's got 3,000 volunteers. It's absolutely magnificent, big. It's getting out there. It's got a great purpose. It needs money to operate. John, tell us about a more local. Where are you, by the way?
We're in West Kilbride, so it's on the west coast of Scotland, just about 40 miles from Glasgow. Beautiful little village, looks over to Arran. So, yeah.
Do you know what? We should have been there right now. Did you know that? We should have been in Arran doing a concert right now. Anyway, yeah, that's so you've moved there from close to Edinburgh, and you've moved there to be near your children. Now you've got lovely granddaughters and grandsons, and that you've moved there, which is lovely.
Well, that is our claim to fame. We are the grandparents of Zoe Matchett, the artist.
The artist over here. Right, that's the grandparents. There we are. John, we haven't got lots of time. I just want to find out, just tell people, rather than me asking, you tell people what you guys have been doing to help out in this time of coronavirus. What have you been doing in your neighbourhood?
Well, we're in a small village, but it's really pulled together as a community. There's a lady called Fee, who's just a brilliant organiser, started a Facebook group, and almost 500 people have signed up for it in a village of 4,500 people. So it's brilliant, and we've organised to deliver prescriptions, shopping, various things. The thing we've been doing is taking prescriptions to people. 220 last week. We didn't do all of them, but we're involved in that. So just meeting a real need in the community. And we take them to the door. There's a protocol you follow, but we can always send Liz to the door because her smile is nicer than mine.
Yeah, could I just agree with that? That's true. Okay, I can hear Liz in the background. So
she's here. Yeah, she loves it.
Just I know you want to say. So what do you do? What's your part in this, apart from the smile?
Yeah, well, I suppose when we moved here, we wanted to connect with people. We wanted to get to know our neighbours. So, well, of course, we didn't know the coronavirus was going to happen. So we had a little event at our house just before Christmas, got to know our neighbours. And at Easter, we popped a card through their door just saying, if you need anything, we're here. And that's what we found. We just really want to connect with our local community and help wherever we can. And we've got to know all the streets here. We wouldn't have got to know that if it hadn't been for this. So there is good coming out of all of this, and there is just a real sense of people stepping up and looking out for each other. So, we've got faith in everything, and it's part of we feel what God would want us to do anyway. Yeah. And it's just been a great opportunity to do that here.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's a very practical way I mean, what would you say to people who say, look, I don't know what I can do in my local neighbourhood? What could they do? I mean, people who are housebound, who are protected, they can't go out. But what for the rest who maybe can go out and help? What do they do? Where do they
Well, I mean, like us, we just signed up for this thing and said we'll do whatever is possible. I mean, if you've got a car, you can do stuff. If you can walk somewhere, you can do stuff. You can shop for groceries. You can, all of that. You can phone. People are on the phones and things, and they buddy with people, and they're just there in the community, because there's a lot of people very fearful when I drop prescriptions off. Sometimes people don't even come to the door because they don't want any contact. So they'll just thumbs up at the window and say thank you, and they just pick up the prescription because we have to leave it on the step and then step away. Yeah. So there's a lot of fear out there, and that's one of the things we think, if we can be there and give people hope and encouragement and a smile in these times, sometimes that's their only contact with somebody in a day. So it's just great to be able to do stuff like that.
Thank you. That's great, Liz. And John, do you have anything to add to that, or should we? I mean, I would love to just keep talking to you for a long time, but I think we need to go now. We'll wind on. But anything you'd like to add to that? Just a final sentence.
No, it's just a privilege to do it, Johnny. The one thought I'll leave you with is, I think Lee Mack is the happiest man in the world at the moment, because they're going to repeat every episode now of not going out.
Yeah, thank you for that. You leave me with that little parting shot. God bless you guys. We'll speak soon. I'm going to sing a song.
You're on great form, Johnny. Thank you so much.
No, lovely to hear you both. God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that's lovely. What a great one. Lee Mack. Well, there we go. And this one... it's an old... by Sibelius, very famous, Finlandia. What's the time, Sue?
It's 22.
Okay, this one is particularly for Chris and Terry, and it goes out to you. And this is, we recorded this one because a beautiful version that Mark Edwards, my producer, and we produced this, and he introduced unbelievably into this a ukulele. I could never ever have imagined a ukulele, but here's the most beautiful version on this new album, Hymns Project 2, and it goes like this. We rest on you, our shield and our defender. We go not forth alone against the foe. Strong in your strength, safe in your keeping tender. We rest on you, and in your name we go. Strong in your strength, safe in your keeping tender. We rest on you, and in your name we go. We rest on you, our shield and our defender. Yours is the battle, yours shall be the praise. When reigning in the kingdom of your splendor, victors we rest with you through endless days. When reigning in the kingdom of your splendor, victors we rest with you through endless days. Just a beautiful tune. It's how to write a song with 6 notes. Now, I think actually the time is nearly 1:45. Yes, it's 1:45. Now we have a few songs left, and one of the songs actually I'd like to do is this one. I wasn't going to do it, but now I've just decided, I've looked, and I'd like to do it. And this one actually, well, I will do another one. Yes, I'm going through different people that have come. Oh yes, forgot to say. This time, and as you can tell, this show is literally, it happens as it happens. All right, it's like my normal show out there when I'm doing them around in theatres and churches. It's just as I feel, and I've got sheets of paper that I go, yeah, I can do that. This I forgot to mention last week. You know, one of the difficult things, and I'm a diabetic, and I've got stage 4 kidney disease. So I'm not particularly wonderfully healthy, and one of the things here is eating. Goodness, who can pass by the biscuit barrel? Who can, it's so difficult because it's, we're working really hard. Whenever this is finished, we spend the whole week going through 1,200 texts or so that you send during the time, and then another 1,000 or so, and people continually writing. And so we try and keep up. We will not be able to answer every mail, every request. Some will be. I've got Amazing Grace happening next week for somebody who wrote in just before we started, Mark Jonathan, and I will do that for your wife next week. But there are lots of people who've asked for things, and I won't be able to do them. But this I meant to say, which was there's a lovely lady who helped me through diet. She's a Slimming World consultant. She saw me in a show. I mentioned that I had diabetes, and she helped me to regain my sight in my eye. With injection, I have Do you want me to tell you about the injections?
No.
Okay, all right. Anyway, you have injections into your eyeball, just like that. And she helped me by changing our diet. My sister has lost something like 4 stone. My other sister, 4.5 stone. Sue, the same. I think I've put on weight since in this 4 weeks, in 5 weeks that we've been, and it is difficult. But if you'd like help, she runs an online. Her name is Bronwyn Hayward, and she runs Slimming World. And if you go to Slimming World online and put Bronwyn Hayward in, Bronwyn Hayward, all right, she'll be able to help you online. You can pay £2.50 a week, and they just help you to go through the process. £2.50 is nothing, is it? And if it can help you to come out the other end of this more healthy, because it's going to be a long thing. We're going to be there for quite some time. And anyway, this one I'm going to sing for all those people who like the film Sister Act 2. And there was this beautiful Whoopi Goldberg film. Remember that one? And it's cool. I recorded this twice, I think. One in my live album and once on what was the other albums? What was the orange one? What's the orange album? Traveling Songs, yes. And it was with the beautiful. Oh, yeah, very appropriate for now. Why should my heart? Oh.
Should I be discouraged?
Thank you. Why should I be discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and a home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm I know He watches. I know He watches. Yes, I know He watches you and me. Across the changes through the years, eternal God, your love comes down to lead us on. So as we walk with you, our every step is holy ground. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise of your grace. And we will seek to know you more in every word of every prayer. And you will keep your timeless faithfulness through every breath. Will be there. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise of your grace. Doubts and fears come closing in. We lean on you when strength may fail. And Father God, you pour your Spirit down. The clouds will clear, the truth prevail. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise of your grace. This is the hope for all the world. The nails that held God in our place. This is the love that brings forgiveness. This is the promise. This is the promise. This is the promise of His grace. Thank you, Sue. Right, we want to get some. And then we got it. What time is it? Oh, we got 5 minutes. Time to finish. We've got one more song after this and we're going to go.
I apologise to those of you who've been hoping that he will sing something from Les Mis, and I apologise to my Auntie V, who was hoping that he was going to do a particular piece. You will do it next week. Not now. No.
That one.
No. Next week. Stop it.
I will.
Stop it. Next week. Stop it.
Auntie V, can I just apologise? I literally... I'm sorry. Okay. I have no excuse.
Okay.
Right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening and participating and being part of this fabulous evening. It's wonderful to welcome you into our home, really. And it's great to have so many of you here. And you're not taking up any space at all. It's amazing. Thank you for those of you who have been supporting us and buying CDs and sending gifts and so on. Thank you. We are overwhelmed. So thank you so much. I just want to tell you a little bit about some of the CDs available, because I know that some of you are interested. The books. Okay, books. Yes, both very funny. Both very easy to read. Both make you laugh out loud, which is what you need when you're in lockdown. Let's face it.
Right, that's it.
So that's the books. Now, Jonathan just sang. Jonathan just sang Travelling. I Am the Sparrow from Travelling Songs. This is a great album. It's full of wonderful arrangements and very uplifting songs. I love singing along to it. Fantastic. Beautiful. So that's Travelling Songs. It Is Well has got
Wings Beneath My Feet.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
It Is Well with My Soul. Stars from Les Mis. The Power of the Cross in Christ Alone. So there's a real mixture. And Go Rest High, which is a beautiful song. If you're on your computer, you can't do it on your order. Phone. You can. All right.
You're not supposed to talk over the top of me.
No, you're right.
And last but not least, the 2 Hymns Project albums. Number 1 has got "Oh Love That Will Not Let Me Go" on it.
Oh, love that will not let me go. No.
You're not going to sing them all, are you? Okay. And the second one is the one that we've just released, which has got "We Rest on Thee."
And look at that. Can you see that piano? That is a Steinway D. That's the one I want. Okay. It only costs £86,000. Do you think that I want it?
The Hymns Project 2 is £10. Everything else is £8. What a bargain. You won't get them cheaper anywhere else. So I'm going to put up a little thing on the bottom of the screen in a minute that will tell you exactly where to go to get these.
Music books.
Music books available as well. And for those of you who very kindly have been wanting to donate to us and to food banks and Tonight Prison Fellowship, you can either do that through PayPal. Again, I will put the little address up down below. If you don't want to go through PayPal, and that's fair enough, and you'd like to still donate, then please contact us through private messaging us, and we will securely send you our details so that you can give to us through just the ordinary transfer on a bank. But the idea is that this is a free concert. If you would like to donate, then that's lovely. If you haven't got the money, please don't. We know what it's like. Please don't. So only for those of you who would like to, then go for it, and that would be fantastic.
Okay, and let's just sing. What do we got? We got that's it. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I want to say is those of you who are carers and those of you who are key workers, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for working so hard. Thank you for putting yourselves in danger day in, day out. And thank you for those of you who are not able to see your loved ones because you are doing that. We thank you for that. We pray for you.
We do.
And we particularly think tonight of a lovely lady called Di Vickery. Hello, Di.
From Cullompton.
We got to know you in Cullompton, and we want to say thank you. And we want to sing, or Jonathan wants to sing this last song, particularly for you and all the other key workers and for the rest of us to say goodnight.
Say goodnight. Well, you've been a lovely audience. Thank you again for joining us. Join us next week, 8:30, same time, same channel. Join with loads of other friends. You've got request dedications, send them in, and we'll try and get through. I cannot answer every message that comes in. Literally, there have been thousands. And they've been now, we totaled up about 9,000 views of this now. And people have just been writing and writing. And we love the fact that this is going out and touching you and blessing you and just making you smile and doing whatever. And this is all live, so forgive all the mistakes. And there have been many. I made lots, deliberate ones, that one and the last one. But this one finishes the album, this last album that we just recorded, Hymns Project 2. And it's the blessing from each time. I'm going to say it from Numbers, the Aaronic blessing by Aaron and Moses. And he gives this blessing that the vicar or minister in your church might well do at the end of a service. And we like the idea of you singing. Eventually, when you go back to church, you sing this. You learn it, and then you teach it to people, and you sing this to each other as you go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you, and be gracious to you. Amen. And God bless you. See you next week.